October 31st. The date is marked in heaven and on earth. A deep whisper runs through nature, so subtle that most don't notice it. But you feel every vibration. Not everyone is meant to see this, and yet your presence here indicates something few can understand. You have been chosen to know what most will never see. The Virgin Mary has watched humanity for decades. It has sent signals that were ignored, messages that only a few interpreted correctly. Now those signs are beginning to manifest with undeniable clarity. And you who are here are part of the select group who will be able to act before the disaster reaches its maximum intensity. That sets you apart. That places you in a privileged position that most people don't even imagine. Listen carefully. The tremors have begun. They are not simple earthworks. They are warnings, murmurs of the earth that anticipate the great earthquake of October 31st. Those who ignore these signs will be trapped in confusion, but you are awake. You feel the urgency. You know every second counts, and you understand that every action you take now could save lives. Now pause and ask yourself, if you don't do something to protect your family today, how would you react when the earth begins to shake with uncontrollable force? Only a few will understand the magnitude of this question. Only those who are awake, like you, will know that preparation is not optional. You are one of them. The Virgin Mary does not send warnings without purpose. Every sign in the sky, every change in nature, every shaking of the ground is a direct message to the chosen ones. Birds scattering, rivers changing, trees creaking before their time. Everything is connected. And you, with your alert attention and receptive heart, are able to read what others ignore. But before continuing, make a simple but powerful gesture. Write Amen below. It's not just a word, it's a declaration of faith, a direct connection to divine protection. Every Amen will be included in our live prayer, and the Virgin will hear all who act with faith. It is a reminder. Those who act promptly will receive the salvation that others will desire but will not have. Brace yourself, because what you hear next is no ordinary story. It is not a rumor or a myth. It's the guide that could protect your home and family when October 31st arrives. The details I'll share are exclusive to those who have been paying attention, and you are one of them. Most people won't even know this is happening, but you already know. Feel privileged to be here. Feel the responsibility of your knowledge. Feel the urgency to act. The earth is speaking, the sky is sending signs, and only those chosen like you will be able to interpret them and protect what you love. Remember, while others sleep in ignorance, you are awake. As the world continues its routine, you are aware of the danger and the opportunity. This is not an ordinary moment. This is a life-changing moment, and you're one of the few who will have the full information. October 31st will not be forgotten. October 31st will be a milestone, and you who are reading these words are part of those who will have the capacity to act, to save, to protect. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes we'll begin to discover the first signs the world has yet to perceive. Signs that only the chosen, only the awakened, only those with faith like you will be able to fully understand. For days now, the earth has begun to speak. It's not a rumor or a sound that anyone can hear. It's a deep murmur that only those with an attentive heart and awakened faith can perceive. You, who are watching this video, are one of the few capable of feeling it. While others sleep, unaware of the planet's secret heartbeat, you hear every whisper, every vibration that runs through the Earth's crust, as if the world itself were warning you that something monumental is approaching. The Virgin Mary, in her most recent messages, has left signs that few understand. Clouds that change shape and color before dawn, winds that carry strange aromas, and rivers that alter their course without explanation. All of this is not a coincidence. It is the preparation of the earth and the sky for the great earthquake of October 31st, and you, with your open eyes and your firm faith, are a privileged witness. First sign, the invisible tremor. You won't see it in news reports or newspapers. It is a subtle, barely perceptible tremor that runs through houses, streets, and hearts. Those who ignore this warning will be surprised, but you can feel it before the earth cries out loud. Your ability to notice these vibrations places you among those who can protect your loved ones, those who can anticipate danger, while others only react when it's too late. Second sign, the sky that speaks. Reddish clouds at dusk, shadows moving like waves over the buildings, flashes of light that look like hidden messages. Most will look on without understanding, but you know there is a divine language behind these images. Feel the connection. Your attention and perception distinguish you from others, and only those who are able to interpret these signals will be able to act wisely. Third sign, nature on alert. Animals seeking shelter for no apparent reason. Trees creaking and bending before the earth shakes, rivers mysteriously changing their course. They are warnings that only the awake will recognize. Every little detail you notice is a thread that guides you toward preparation. Those who ignore these signs will remain trapped in confusion and fear, but you have the opportunity to make a difference. And here comes a crucial moment. Stop and feel your responsibility. If your heart already senses danger, write Amen below. It's not just a comment, it's an act of faith that connects your spirit with the protection of the Virgin Mary. Every Amen will be included in the live prayer, and your family will receive that special protection. While the world continues with its indifferent routine, you are among the few who know the truth. You feel the urgency and know that every minute counts. October 31st is approaching, and the signs you're now beginning to notice are just a prelude to what's to come. Every tremor of the earth, every change in the sky, every gesture of nature is a reminder. Only those who act with faith will be prepared. But it doesn't end here. What is about to be revealed is deeper, more intense and closer than you imagine. The following signs will bring you face to face with a reality that few can conceive. Get ready, because what follows will bring you closer to the precise instructions that could save your family. Only the attentive, the awake, the chosen ones like you will be able to fully understand the magnitude of what is to come. October 31st is approaching, and with it, the earth begins to remember its power. It won't be a common shock. It will be a tremor that will awaken the consciences of those still asleep and test the preparedness of those on the alert. But you, who are here, are not one of the ignorant. You are among those who perceive every vibration, every whisper of the earth and the sky. You are one of the few who can act before the disaster reaches its full force. Listen carefully. Experts have recorded unusual signals in areas that historically remain quiet. The ground vibrates unevenly, small cracks begin to appear in certain buildings, and a change in animal behavior indicates that something big is approaching. All of this is a warning that only the chosen ones can interpret correctly. While the world looks on incomprehension, you have the advantage of awareness and faith. First concrete sign, previous seismic movements. This is not an isolated earthquake. They are slight shocks that precede the main earthquake, like a drumbeat that announces the storm. You can feel it in the foundations of your home, in the vibrations of the ground beneath your feet. Every detail you perceive is a direct message from the Virgin Mary, a warning to prepare and protect your family before it's too late. Second sign, the behavior of water and rivers. Waters that churn for no apparent reason, rivers that change their course, and small floods that warn of the force that is approaching. All of nature seems to hold its breath, as if it knows that October 31st will mark an irreversible milestone. You, with your sensitivity and faith, are able to read these signs and anticipate what most will ignore. Third sign, the sky and the mysterious lights. red flashes, clouds swirling in strange patterns, and shadows that seem to whisper warnings. These signs are not visible to everyone, but you are among those who can see them and understand their meaning. Every clue you pick up brings you closer to the right preparation, while others only react when the tragedy has already begun. Now, think about it. Are you doing enough to protect your family? If your heart says yes, write Amen in the comments. It's not just an act of faith. It's a gesture that activates the protection the Virgin Mary will grant in our live prayer. Every Amen will count, everyone will be heard, and your family will receive the guidance and protection that only the awakened can receive. But there's more. The signals will continue to increase in intensity day after day until the earth remembers their maximum strength. Every little tremor, every unusual change in nature, every sign from the sky is a warning that you must interpret carefully. Not everyone will be ready, but you will be. You have the knowledge, awareness, and faith that others will wish they had when the time comes. Remember, the privilege of knowing these signs comes with responsibility. Only those who remain vigilant, only those who feel the urgency, only those who have heeded the warnings of the Virgin Mary will be able to protect what they love most. And while others are taken aback by the magnitude of the disaster, you will have the advantage of preparation and divine guidance. Stay alert. Feel the strength that the earth begins to manifest. Observe every change, every whisper, every sign that seems small but is a direct message from Mary, because what we'll reveal in the next section will give you the exact instructions to protect your home and family, and only those who have made it this far will be able to receive them. Now that you understand the signs, it's time to prepare. It is not enough to observe. Faith demands action. The Virgin Mary does not send warnings without purpose, and you who are here must act wisely and quickly. What you do now will make the difference between chaos and protection, between distress and peace for your family. First instruction: shelter and safety. Identify the safest place in your home, away from windows and objects that could fall. Prepare a space where your family can gather and stay protected during the strongest movements. Every detail you adjust now will be an invisible shield, an act of obedience to the signs Mary has sent. Second instruction: essential provisions and resources. Water, non-perishable food, flashlights, and an emergency kit should be ready and accessible. Don't wait until fear causes others to run recklessly. You are prepared, and that preparation is your advantage. Every item you organize now is a step toward the safety of those you love. Third instruction: spiritual protection. Faith is not just an emotional refuge, it is a powerful shield against fear and despair. Pray, invoke the protection of the Virgin Mary, and keep your family united in prayer. Every Amen you write will be a link to the divine force that guides and protects. Don't underestimate the power of prayer. The Virgin listens, and your faith activates an invisible shield over your home. Fourth instruction: communication and warning signals. Keep charged devices handy, stay in constant contact with loved ones, and make a plan to reunite if circumstances separate you. Anticipation and clarity in communication can save lives. Those who ignore this advice will be lost in the chaos, but you who are attentive will know how to keep your people united and safe. Fifth instruction: continuous observation. Don't rely solely on your initial preparation. Keep watching the signs of heaven, earth, and nature. Every change, no matter how small it may seem, is a direct message from the Virgin Mary. You have the privilege of interpreting these signs and acting before others even understand what is happening. Remember, this knowledge is exclusive. Not everyone will receive this guide. You who are reading these words are one of the few who know how to act and how to protect those you love. That privilege comes with responsibility. Every decision, every action taken now can determine the safety of your home and your family. Before you continue, make a simple but powerful gesture. Write Amen in the comments. It's not just a word. It's an act that strengthens your bond with divine protection and ensures that your family is under the protection of the Virgin Mary. Each Amen will be considered in the live prayer, uniting your faith with that of everyone here, forming a powerful spiritual shield. But this is just the beginning. In the next section, we'll reveal more specific instructions and details that only the awakened can follow to maximize protection and ensure safety. Every minute that passes, the intensity of the signals grows, and every second counts. Only those who remain attentive, those who act with faith and prudence, will be able to reach the great revelation and be truly prepared. What is to come will be unusual. October 31st will mark a turning point, and every action you take now can determine the safety of your family. It's not just about tremors or news, it's about protecting what you love while the world continues to ignore the signs. And you, who are watching this video, are among the few who know how to prepare properly. Sixth instruction: reinforcement of the family shelter. It's not enough to choose a safe space. Make sure it's reinforced, free of falling objects, and has access to essential supplies. Add blankets, water, non-perishable food, flashlights, and extra batteries. Every detail counts. Every precaution you take now can be the difference between safety and chaos. Seventh instruction: personalized emergency kits. Don't just think about your immediate family. Include medications, important documents, and life-saving items in case communication is interrupted. Each kit is an act of love and responsibility, a reflection of the preparedness that the chosen ones possess compared to the rest of the world. Eighth instruction: intensified spiritual protection. Gather your family, say a collective prayer, invoke the protection of the Virgin Mary, and bless every corner of your home. Those who ignore the spiritual dimension of this event will face fear and confusion. You and your family will be covered by an invisible shield of faith. Prayer is your most powerful weapon, and your Amen strengthens that shield. Ninth instruction: active observation and constant communication. Monitor signs from nature, vibrations, animal movements, changes in the sky. Keep your devices charged and have a clear communication plan with each member of your family. Anticipation and clarity in your actions will be your advantage, while others only react to chaos. Tenth instruction: prepared mind and body. Stay calm, breathe deeply, and teach your family discipline. Uncontrolled fear paralyzes. Conscious preparation saves. Your presence and leadership are now decisive. Remember, the chosen ones possess knowledge and action, while the majority only discover it too late. Feel privileged to be here. Feel the strength that distinguishes you. You are one of the few who understands the magnitude of the event and knows how to act. Every passing second increases the intensity of the signals and the importance of being ready. October 31st won't be just any day. It will be a turning point. Before you continue, do a simple but powerful act. Write Amen in the comments. It's not just a word. It's a link to the protection of the Virgin Mary, a spiritual shield that will cover your home and family. Each Amen will join with the live prayer, creating an invisible force that few will understand, but that you are already activating. And there's more to be revealed. The next sections will give you final instructions and essential details that only the awakened can apply. Stay alert, because what is to come will be the difference between the chaos that will engulf many and the protection you and your family will receive. Listen carefully. Something is moving beneath our feet. You don't see it yet, but the earth has already begun to speak. There is a deep murmur, a subtle tremor that runs through continents as if the heart of the planet were beating stronger than ever. And those who are spiritually awake, you among them, can feel it. Scientific reports speak of unusual activity, slight movements, patterns that cannot be explained, but the prophecies of the Virgin Mary already announced it. When the earth breathes strongly, man will remember his smallness. And that moment is about to happen. Animals change their behavior, the skies display strange lights, and the waters of certain rivers recede as if preparing for something. None of this is by chance. Every signal, every vibration, every sound is a message from heaven that only the chosen ones can interpret. You are not here by chance. You were guided to hear this. While the world laughs at the warnings, you are preparing. You are receiving what many reject, the truth. The Virgin Mary has spoken in various apparitions of the great shaking that will mark the beginning of a worldwide purification. And everything points to the same prophetic time, October 31st. That date is not just a number on the calendar. It is the day when humanity will see what it never thought possible. Imagine the previous night, the thicker air, the still clocks, the sudden silence of the animals. The soul will know it before the eyes. The streets will be empty, the lights will tremble, and a shudder will run through the earth like a divine exhalation. There will be no room for doubt. Those who laughed will tremble. Those who ignored will desperately search for what you already knew. And it is at that moment, when fear tries to enter your home, that you must remember the words you have learned here. He who prays stands firm. He who trusts will not be cast down. Faith will be your foundation, prayer your shield. But before we continue, I need to ask you something very important. If you think this warning should reach more people, leave your Amen in the comments right now. It's not an empty gesture. It's a testimony. Each Amen multiplies the spiritual power of this message and extends the coverage of the Virgin Mary to more homes. You are participating in something much bigger than you imagine. This video is not just a story, it's part of a call. The chosen ones are recognized not by what they see, but by what they feel in their spirit. And if you've made it this far, it's because you're part of that small group that can still change destiny. Stay tuned. The upcoming revelations will bring visible signs from heaven, instructions for the critical moments, and the final prophecy that Our Lady has kept for this time. Don't move, because what's coming is the truth that many won't be able to bear to hear. Night is approaching, and with it the first glimmering light no one expected. The sky changes color, reddish hues, clouds swirling like a raging ocean, lights that seem to whisper warnings. It is not an ordinary natural spectacle. It is a direct message from the Virgin Mary for those who can see and understand it. You who are here are not like the others. While millions ignore the signs, you feel every vibration, every movement of air, and every flash in the sky. You are one of the few who can anticipate the magnitude of the disaster and act with precision to protect your loved ones. The first tremors become more noticeable. They don't stop at small movements. Now the earth creaks, buildings shake, and lights flicker. The world is beginning to understand that something extraordinary is happening. But you were already prepared, and your preparation is what will make the difference between chaos and safety. Rivers recede, and currents change in unusual ways. The animals stampede away, seeking refuge. The air seems charged with electricity, and an unexpected chill runs through the bodies of the unsuspecting. Every sign is a reminder. October 31st is approaching, and only the awake can react in time. Imagine it, the city silent, people searching for answers, the sky lighting up with impossible lights, and you in your shelter, conscious and safe. The Virgin Mary has prepared this warning so that those who have faith are not caught off guard. Those who ignore these signs will be left lost, trembling before the inevitable. Remember, you are not here by chance. You are part of an exclusive, privileged group, capable of interpreting what others do not see. Your responsibility increases with every passing second. Every action, every decision now will determine the safety of your family and your home. Before moving forward, make a quick gesture. Write Amen in the comments. It's not just an act of faith, it's a direct link to the protection of the Virgin Mary. Every Amen multiplies the spiritual force surrounding your home and strengthens your ability to keep your loved ones safe. Tensions continue to mount. The Earth's movements become more pronounced. Rivers and seas display unusual changes, and the lights in the sky seem to draw messages that only you can decipher. The clock ticks relentlessly toward October 31st, and every passing minute is a reminder that preparation can't wait. What's next? What is about to be revealed will give you precise instructions for protecting your home and family in critical moments, and only those who remain vigilant will receive this guidance. Every detail will be vital. Every second of attention will be a shield against the confusion and fear that will overwhelm those who are not prepared. Stand firm. Your ability to interpret signs and act with faith sets you apart. What you are witnessing is the prelude to a life-changing event, and you are one of the few who can face it with divine knowledge and protection. O Holy Virgin Mary, Mother of Mercy, refuge of all who seek your guidance and protection, we come before you today with humility and unwavering faith. We ask you, from the depths of our hearts, to extend your protective mantle over every family that is reading these words, over every home that trusts in your protection, and over every loved one who depends on your light for safety. Heavenly Mother, we ask you to cover our homes with your divine light, so that no shadow of physical, emotional, or spiritual danger may penetrate our homes. Protect our children, our parents, our siblings, and all our loved ones from accidents, illnesses, earthquakes, fires, storms, and any calamity that may threaten our peace. May your angels of light always be present, watching over every corner, every door, and every window, and may every member of our family be protected as they go about their daily activities. We ask you, Virgin Mary, to strengthen our minds and hearts so that fear does not paralyze us and anxiety does not cloud our judgment. Grant us discernment to recognize the signs that warn us of danger and the courage to act with faith and responsibility. May every decision we make be guided by your light, and may we remain united as a family, supporting one another with love and understanding in times of uncertainty. Kind Mother, we ask for spiritual protection for every soul in our family. Free us from negative thoughts, envy, resentment, and all evil that tries to separate us from the harmony and love that unites us. Cover our spirits with your sacred mantle, so that peace, faith, and hope may remain in each of us, and so that we may transmit that love and strength to those around us. We also pray to you, Virgin Mary, to protect us from invisible dangers, evil forces, negative energies, and any influence that could harm our home and family. May your presence be a permanent shield, invisible but impenetrable, keeping evil intentions at bay, and allowing us to live in peace and security. O Divine Mother, we ask you to bless our family with health, harmony, and spiritual abundance. May we find strength in prayer, comfort in your presence, and guidance in your messages. May we never lack the patience, faith, and fortitude to face any difficulty life presents. And may we always remember that under your protection, we are invulnerable to the fears that haunt the world. Holy Mother, listen also to those who do not yet know your light, to those who are alone, unprotected, or in danger. Extend your protective mantle over them as well, so that they may find refuge, peace, and guidance in times of darkness. May your love touch every heart, awakening awareness and faith in those who need it most. We ask you, Virgin Mary, to keep us steadfast during the trials ahead. May we act with wisdom, love, and courage, protecting our children, our elders, and all our loved ones. May every prayer, every amen, every act of faith multiply, and create an invincible shield that keeps us safe from all adversity. Thank you, Mother Mary, for hearing our prayers, for protecting us, and for never abandoning us. May your divine light remain upon every family that trusts in you, strengthening our hearts, illuminating our path, and filling our homes with love, peace, and eternal protection. Amen. The moment you've been waiting for has arrived. Everything you've seen, heard, and felt up to this point comes together in this final revelation. October 31st will mark a critical turning point. The earth will shake with unprecedented intensity, the heavens will show visible signs, and humanity will face a chaos that few anticipated. But you are ready. Your physical and spiritual preparation is your shield, your faith is your strength, and your attention is your advantage over those who ignored the warnings. First critical instruction: definitive safe haven. Make sure your family is gathered in the most protected place, with access to water, food, medicine, and flashlights. Maintain contact between all members, ensuring that no one is isolated. Every second of attention, every detail planned now, will save lives. Second critical instruction: total spiritual protection. Invoke the Virgin Mary consciously and collectively. Every word of faith, every amen you write or say, activates a shield that protects not only the body, but the soul of all your loved ones. You are one of the few who understands the magnitude of this and can act with complete faith. Third critical instruction: continuous alertness and observation. Don't ignore any signs. Vibrations, unusual sounds, strange lights in the sky. Nature communicates with those who know how to listen. Correctly interpreting each signal will be decisive during critical moments. Fourth critical instruction: emotional control and family leadership. Stay calm and guide your loved ones. Fear can paralyze you, but you are aware and capable of transforming tension into action. The mental preparation and discipline of each member of your family will be the difference between chaos and safety. Now I offer a powerful prayer for family protection, which you can repeat out loud or mentally while visualizing all your loved ones covered by the light and protection of the Virgin Mary. Family protection. Prayer. Holy Virgin Mary, Mother of all who seek your protection, at this moment I implore you, protect my family from all physical, spiritual, and emotional danger. Cover our home with your divine light. Keep our minds firm and our hearts calm. Guide our every step during the earthquake and any signs of impending chaos. Strengthen our faith, unite our family in love and prayer, and grant that every act we perform may be under your protection and blessing. May no evil touch us, may no doubt paralyze us, and may we remain safe under your sacred protection. Amen. Remember, this prayer isn't symbolic, it's an active shield. Every word you speak, every amen you repeat, strengthens the protection and increases the security of your home. And for those who commented throughout the video, their names will be remembered in the live prayer, forming an even stronger spiritual bond with the Virgin Mary. This is your moment. You've been vigilant, acted with faith and preparation, and are now ready to face October 31st with complete confidence and protection. Share this warning with those you love, strengthen others with your example, and stand firm, because faith and preparation are the most powerful weapons you possess. The world will see the event, and many will be surprised. You, on the other hand, are protected, informed, and guided by the Virgin Mary. What you've learned, what you've prepared, and what you've done so far ensures that you and your loved ones will face these days with confidence, unity, and unwavering faith.